What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I have got 5 more plays for you guys for some NFL Sunday. Doing a quick recap over our last video, man. We ended up 4-1 on our free picks in the last video, making us 16-3 over our last 4 or 5 videos. I think the last 4 videos were 6-3, 16-3. So been killing these free picks, man. Hopefully we can keep this streak going. If you guys see our picks that are up on the screen, this is our picks from Friday night whenever I posted the free plays. We ended up 13-3 in all of our props. I still have to add a Vucevic PR to that prop list as well and put a check on it. But 13-3, dude. Really good list. Hopefully, we can keep the list going good too, man. So, anyways, guys, like I said, I have 5 props that I absolutely love today, and some of my favorite plays on the board. And I'm feeling a sweep, man. I'm feeling another sweep. Feeling 5-0 today. I haven't had a 5-0 NFL Sunday in a while, and I'm really feeling that. So, let's go ahead and pick our winner from our last video. We got way over 150 likes. I want to say thank you to everybody. If this video gets 150 likes, I will pick another random comment down below to win a free month of VIP. So, make sure you guys smash that like button. Leave a comment on the video, and you do have to be subscribed to win, so make sure you guys click that subscribe button, and let's pick our winner from our last video. So winner is going to be for, can't make it up, man, Citrus Elite. I kid you not, dude, Citrus Elite has won this probably 4 or 5 times in over the last year. So Citrus Elite, dude, you're an OG, man. I appreciate you, dude. You got yourself another free month, man. This is completely random for the people asking. 96 entries. It says there was 96 comments. So you can see there, you're getting an entry per comment. It doesn't do duplicate comments. So if you spam down there, you're not going to get more than 1 comment. But it is perfectly fair, man. I promise. I'm doing this fairly. But Citrus Elite, send me a message, dude, on Discord. You got another free month of VIP. If you guys do want to get all of our plays, head on over to our WAP or our Patreon. Both of these platforms send you to our Discord server. There's a paid section and there's a free section. Would love to have you guys be a part of it. Even the free section. You don't have to join VIP, man. I just love to have you in the Discord in general. So if you guys would do me a huge favor, join the Discord. Would love to have you in VIP too, obviously, if you want to get all of our plays. But link for those is down in the description. You can get a free month of our VIP if you sign up for any of our partnered apps. That does include CHALKBOARD, Sleeper, Parlay Play, Better, Underdog, and DGF. Any of those gets you a free month of VIP. All right, we're good now. We're feeling good, man. Good morning. I got some pretty good sleep, man. I'm off nights right now. Off the night shift schedule for a few days. And I'm feeling so much better, dude. Makes me feel so happy to be able to get up early in the morning again. But let's go ahead and do some of these free picks, man. Let's jump into them. Pick number 1 of the day. I do have 2 goblins and I have 3 original lines, and all of it's cashing for you guys. So let's be confident in today's plays. I'm super excited for this NFL Sunday. And let's pick number 1. So jumping into pick number 1, we are going to take our man Josh Allen. And I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a disclaimer. So if you guys don't know, there's Ryan Fantasy Aces, and then there's Fantasy Ace in our Discord. We are 2 different people, man. Fantasy Ace is actually my dad. So we do this together. We both send free picks together. He usually sends me 2 or 3 free picks, and I'll throw in 2 or 3 free picks as well to try to give 2 different minds looking at this. And he sent me Josh Allen over 205 passing yards, and this was on Sleeper. And it had a 1.75x value, so I assumed it was the original line. It's looking like that was a discount. So I can't play what he sent me at the 205.5, which would be a goblin, because I'm not playing 3 goblins and 2 regular lines. I'm just not posting that as a free picks. We got to have at least 3 regular lines and 2 goblins. That's just the way I want to do it tonight. But I'm going to take Josh Allen. If you guys want to get the sleeper discount, it is there. You can play either of his goblins. 199.5 is obviously closer to what Ace sent me. But 235.5, man. This is what I'm going to lock in. I like the 235.5 as well. Yes, it is 30 points higher than what he sent me, but they're playing the Chiefs, man. We already know how unstoppable the Chiefs defense is for rushing. They don't have an insanely good rushing defense. It's going to be a good game, man. Buffalo versus Kansas City. Me personally, it's at Buffalo. Both teams have been pretty powerhouses. Obviously, the Chiefs barely beat Denver. They shouldn't have beat Denver last week. The field goal block at the end saved them. And I think Buffalo's taking the win tonight, man. I think Kansas City's taking their first L tonight. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't know if I'm going to put money on it or not, but that is my opinion on the game. I think Josh Allen's going to have a good game tonight. I think he's throwing for at least 235.5. So let's go ahead and pull Josh Allen up, because this is what we're going to end up taking as a free pick. Unfortunately, I can't get that 205.5. I got scammed on that one. It ain't my fault. Don't blame me. Yes, he's only cashed it 4 of 10 games this season. Just 40% hit rate. He's averaging 228 per game. He had 280 his last game versus Indiana, 235 versus Miami the game before. Looking at Kansas City, they gave up 14th in the league in passing yards allowed at 206.7. So they have a good defense overall. Buffalo does throw the ball 53% of the time. Looking at the rush attempts, they got James Cook, obviously a good running back, but I don't think Cook's going to have a super good game versus Kansas City. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't, but I don't think he's going to. Head-to-head, Josh Allen has been under this twice versus Kansas City. At 205, man, that number's way better. So they're going to pull this up to the 199.5, and he's cashed it 7 of 10 games. So 199.5, 205.5, whatever. Much, much safer if you guys want to lock in the Goblin. But I do think Josh Allen's going to have a good game tonight. I think they're going to have to air the ball out. I don't think they're moving the ball much on the feet. So that being said, 235.5, I'm taking the over. I feel like this is going to be one of those plays. A lot of people's going to take the under on it, man. I really do think a lot of people's going to take the under on this, and I think that maybe some Vegas calls happen and Josh Allen ends up getting this. Not really saying that, but you know how this stuff goes. A lot of times it makes you wonder. But Josh Allen, 235.5, I'm taking the over. If I was going to fade one, if there was any of these plays I said I would fade, this is the one I would fade. This is my least confident of the 5 at 235.5. At 205.5, I'm very confident. But 235.5, man, the extra 30 does make it risky, but I don't want to give another Goblin, man. I think he's going to throw for 236 at least. So I'm going to take this chance here. So Josh Allen, I got him locked in. Lock him in if you like him too. So jumping in to pick number 2. This is actually going to be one of our Goblins. It's going to be from man Bo Nix. So I got Bo Nix over 199.5 pass yards. Another play that I like a lot. Denver is playing against Atlanta. Bo Nix has been cashing the crap out of this game. I think Atlanta's going to beat Denver, in my opinion. And maybe they don't. We'll see. That's another toss-up. A lot of these games are toss-ups, dude. I'll be honest. There's a lot of good games on the board right now. Baltimore versus the Steelers. I think Ravens are beating the Steelers. That's just me. It is at the Steelers. So, we'll see what happens there. But Bo Nix here. Denver quarterback over 199.5. So you can see he's cashed it in 5 of his last 6. He's cashed it 7 of 10 games. Looking at Atlanta, they give up 24th in the league in passing yards allowed at 223 per game. Obviously, there's no head-to-head data for Bo Nix versus Atlanta. Come down here, they throw the ball 56% of the time, run it 44% of the time. So this is a good matchup versus Atlanta in terms of passing yards. Man, I don't think he's going to have any trouble hitting 200. So Bo Nix, this one's kind of a no-brainer in my opinion, and I've got him locked in. Before we jump into the next pick, guys, I do want to give a big shout-out to Parlay Play. Parlay Play is one of the new, or not, okay. I almost said one of the newest. They're not one of the newest apps, obviously. They've been here around for a while. They're newly a good app. So they used to suck. This one used to be one of my least favorite platforms. No offense to Parlay Play. It did used to be one of my least favorite. But now I like this platform a lot with the alt lines, man. They're a really good platform now. Not many people plays on it because it didn't used to be popular. Everybody has that taste in their mouth that this sucks. And it doesn't anymore, guys. Give it a try. Sign up using code FANTASYACES. Make a $10 deposit bare minimum. You're going to get our $25 a month VIP for free, and you're going to get a deposit match. So if you put $10 in, you're going to have $20 to play with. I think they give you an extra $5 as well, so you get $25 to play with and $25 of our VIP for free to play that with. So no-brainer here, man. Lock it in on Parlay Play. Link for that's down in the description. Just had to throw that out there. So let's jump into pick number 3, guys. This is one of my favorite plays on the board. We're taking our man J.K. Dobbins. So we're just going to type in Dobbins because I don't know if they have the periods on JK. They do. So taking Dobbins rush attempts. I got it at 12.5, and it does look like it was bumped up to 13, which 13 is okay. It just adds push potential. Probably won't go any higher than this, though. So look at this. You got Chargers versus Bengals. This is another game that is going to be supposed to be a good game, man. I think Chargers are winning. Chargers are playing at home. I think they're going to beat the Bengals tonight. And I think J.K. Dobbins is going to have a lot to do with that. So looking at this play, man, 13 rush attempts, I think that's too low. I think he's getting at least 13 tonight. That's going to at least push this number. I think he's going to get more than that, and I love this play. So let's go ahead and pull up Dobbins over here on Outlier. Once again, guys, if you guys want to try the Outlier out for free, this right here, this whole platform, I look up every single stat. If you want to try it out, man, I got a 7-day free trial down in the description. It's $20 a month after your free trial ends, but love to play, man. I love the stat of the site, I mean. So looking at this, man, you can see Dobbins has cashed this 8 of 9 games, 8 straight games. He's averaging 15.6 rush attempts per game. He had 25 one game versus Denver. Looking at this, man, he's been going over. He's at 14 a couple of games. Looking at Cincinnati, they give up a lot of rush attempts, averaging 30 rush attempts per game and 28th in the league. So coming down here, Chargers run the ball 50% of the time, pass it 50% of the time, gives us a lot of good value in my opinion. If you come over here to the rush attempts, Dobbins, as you can see, #1 running back, obviously getting 53% of the rush share with Gus Edwards right behind him at 18%. So I love this play, man. One of my favorites on the board. He obviously, you can't look at last season too much. He had 8 versus Houston that one game, whatever. It doesn't even matter looking at this season. And he's killed this line, man. So 12.5 I think is way too low. I think 13 is too low as well. And I've got him locked in, man. J.K. Dobbins over 12.5 rush attempts. And let's go ahead and see what he is. Well, I closed out parlay play. Never mind. I was going to see if he was still 12.5 on parlay play, but we just ain't going to worry about it right now. But anyways, guys, that is pick number 3. Let's jump into pick number 4. This is going to be our second goblin of the day. We're taking our man Derrick Henry over 59.5 rush yards. Love this play as well, man. Obviously, Henry is a workhorse running back. He is a beast. He's bread and butter for Ravens right now, him and Lamar. And looking at this, man, playing against the Steelers. Good game. It's going to be a good game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout at all. And I think Derrick Henry is going to get at least 60 rushing yards. Now, you can't look at the Steelers. They have a pretty dang good rushing defense. But Henry, I don't think he's going to have any trouble getting 60. I think 60 is way too low, man. They got his original line at like 80-something. So 79.5 original line. We're going to go to 59.5. He's cashed it in 9 of 10 games, 9 straight games. Head-to-head, he cashed it his only game versus Pittsburgh last season. Had 75. Looking at Pittsburgh, they have 4th best ranked defense in rushing yards allowed at 4th. And then versus running back, it does go up to 5th. So give up 78.8 rushing yards per game. If you look at some of these games, man, Steelers have played well. They've won a lot of their games. A lot of the teams that didn't get a lot of rushing yards were teams that got beat pretty bad, man. So they weren't going to run the ball regardless. So that rushing defense to me is skewed. If you look at some of these games, man, and I want to pull up the receipts because I was looking at them and I can't remember the exact teams that did it. But you got players or teams that beat them that was rushing for 150 rushing yards, man. These are running backs that, in my opinion, aren't even close to Derrick Henry. So we got to take that into account as well, man. They're 7-2, dude. A lot of the teams they're beating, they're not going to run the ball. So let me find this one. I think the Giants running back was one of them. So Giants, yeah, Tracy rushed for 145 yards versus them 2 games ago. 20 rushes, 145 yards. Obviously, Jets didn't rush for that many. I don't think the Cowboys rushed for many. I think Dowdle. Yeah, Dowdle had 87 rushing yards, dude. Dowdle is not a Derrick Henry. Like that, you just got to look at that, man. What was another one? Let me find another one here. I know there was another game that I was looking at, and dude had like 150 rush yards. It wasn't the Raiders, was it? No, it wasn't the Raiders. Anyway, we're going to quit pulling up the receipts. That's 2 receipts right there. If Dowdle can rush for 87 rush yards, Henry can rush for 60, 100%. So, love this play, man. One of my favorite Goblins. He had 199 versus Buffalo. Dude's cashing this for us. So, Derrick Henry over 59.5 rush yards is locked in for me. If you like it, fade it. Or if you like it, don't fade it. If you like it, play it. If you don't like it, fade it, guys. So, jumping into our 5th final play of the day, guys. Taking our man Charbonnet. So taking Zach Charbonnet. I'm taking him over 10.5 receiving yards. Playing against San Francisco. This is going to be a tough matchup for Seattle. I think the 49ers are going to win in my opinion. But Charbonnet at 10.5 receiving yards should be a no-brainer here. So let's pull Charbonnet over. Let's pull up his receiving yards over 10.5. And you see, man, he's cashed it 8 of 9 games this season. It's not really that close. Like 15s is low. So that's 50% more than this 10.5. Looking at San Francisco, they give up 9th in the league in receiving yards. It goes up to 27th versus receivers. So or running backs, I mean. So looking at them, they have one of the worst running back receiving defenses in the league. Giving up 39.7 receiving yards per game. Obviously, Seattle passes the ball 65% of the time. If you come down here to targets, Charbonnet is not one of the main receivers by any means, but he does have 31 targets on the season with 9% of the receiving share. So looking at this, man, he's averaging 3.4 targets per game. Has a lot of games where he has 5, a few games where he has 4. Had 3 his last game versus LA. The only game he missed, he had 1 versus Atlanta and had a -1 or a -5 catch. So a little screen pass that he couldn't do anything with. Sometimes that's going to happen, man. But if he gets 3 targets tonight, he's cashing this 10.5, dude. He's going to get 5 yards on a catch, in my opinion, every single time. If he gets 2, he's going to cash it. I think he's going to get at least 6 in one of those. That's just my opinion. If you want to fade it, you can do. But I love this play for our man Charbonnet at 3.5 receptions per game. He should be able to cash this for us. So those are our plays, guys. Let's do a little recap. We got Josh Allen over 235.5 pass yards. I like the 205.5 that Ace had a lot better, but I like this too. If I was going to fade one, once again, this is the one I would fade. But jumping into pick number 2, we got Bo Nix over 199.5 passing yards. Love that play. We got J.K. Dobbins over 12.5 rush attempts, which 13 is okay to take as well, but I got him at 12.5. That's what I locked in as the free picks. And if it hits 13, I'm still putting a check. Not trying to be shitty, but that's what I'm going to do here. So I think you can get 12.5 on some other platforms as well if you don't want to take it on Prizepicks. So J.K. Dobbins, I've got him locked in. We got Derrick Henry over 59.5 rush yards. This one should be a free play in my opinion. I don't think Pittsburgh's holding him below 60 rushing yards, just my opinion. And then we got Zach Charbonnet over 10.5 receiving yards. Lock these plays in if you like them. Fade them if you don't, guys. I do want to give one big shout out to DGF. If you guys don't know what DGF is, DGF is an optimizer. What it does, it takes all of our plays. Don't click off the video. Let me do my DGF rant real quick. It's a good platform. Hear me out. Hear your boy out for 10 seconds, please. All right, so what it does, it takes your plays from like your apps like Prizepicks, Underdog. You can come up here, you can click any of them. I can click Parlay Play here. It's going to give you the best plays on Parlay Play. I can click Underdog, whatever. You can click any app you play on. There's Pick 6, Fliff, all these, man. It takes those lines, compares it to every sports book out there, and based off of that, it gives you a % odds to hit. So let's look for something called a line discrepancy. A line discrepancy is when one book has a line placed that is way off from other books. So you can get value either on the other books or on that one book, or that one book usually. So let's see if we can see one out of nowhere. So here's here's one, for example. So you got Juwan Jennings over, I guess that's how you say his first name. I may have butchered that. We're just gonna say Jennings. We got Jennings. Yeah, we got Jennings. We got Jennings. Fantasy score over 10.5, 54% hit rate. They got it at 12.2, 11.9, 12.6 across the board. Now, obviously, you're getting better value on Prizepicks. This is plus money across the board, so maybe it comes out to be about the same. That's just things you can look for. You still got to do your research. Don't just blindly tell these plays in order. Don't just make a 6-man from top 6 plays. It could cash, but that's not the way you use this platform, man. Take a look at it. Do your research. If you use code ACES, you get 25% off your purchase. And you get our VIP for free, guys. So you can definitely give it a try for 1 month. If you don't like it, cancel it. I feel like a lot of you are going to like it and want to keep it. So DGF link is down in the description as well. Anyways, guys, that's all I got for you. Would love to have you guys in our VIP, like I said. Make sure you guys leave a like and comment on the video for a chance at free VIP. And, yeah, go Hornets. See y'all in the next one.